Hey everybody, now I'm going to show you something very powerful that you can do now that you've created some lessons. I'm going to use the one I just did for the blog lessons, and I'm going to create an actual series using those lessons, which means I don't have to rewrite any of those emails, and I can put it together into one series. And then I'm going to show you how you can use that series to help to increase uh, your clout with people. You're building your relationship with people. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come into emails. Remember, you come here, and I'm going to add a campaign because this is not going to be the ones that are the lessons. Okay, now this is not a broadcast. This is going to be a email series. It's basically, it can be used as an autoresponder. You can attach it to any of your funnels that you might want to. Obviously, you want it to actually relate to the funnel that you create it to, but we do have a blogging funnel. So I'm going to say this is a new funnel, so I'm going to say blogging series on this name of my campaign. And the reason why I'm going to do that is I want to make sure that I know what it is and it's going to make sense. So first of all, it's going to be empty. And now I can actually create, I can add in these campaigns, and we can actually add emails into this from each of the campaigns one at a time. So obviously the first one I want to add in is going to be lesson 1. So I need to find lesson 1, and I'm going to add that email in there. So I'm going to add the campaign to the blog, which allows this email to attach to that. But the series is not going to change. This is going to stay here. So now I've got lesson number 1 in here, but I can also add a new email, and I can do it from a campaign. Okay, I don't want to do it from that. Merge another campaign to this one. This is what we want to do right here. So we're going to go and we're going to grab lesson 2. Find lesson 2. And we're going to add that to the campaign. Now that's going to show up as a second email. Now, here's something that you don't have to do with broadcasts, but you do need to do it with campaigns. Now I've got the 2 in here, and the overview is the first lesson. The second one is long ago I fell in love with blogging, and I need to change this so that it is one day after, so that it does not end up changing this. So I want to save this. Let's see, there's a way to save it. Where is it? Okay, save sent on day changes. So I want to make sure that it saves the order that it's in so far, because you want to only add one and make sure and change the days on this. If you don't do it that way, then it is going to confuse and mix these around, and it will do that automatically. So now we're going to go, and as you start adding these, remember the title, because that's going to matter. Okay, so number 3 is the next one I want to add. So first of all, I'm going to merge another campaign into this campaign. And I'm going to choose number 3 of my blogging series, which are right now broadcasts. So I'm going to have it add that one. And it doesn't change the blogging series, but it will keep on adding the emails. So now that says I have 3 emails. And this is number 1. This is number 2. This needs to be number 3. So I need to say 2 here so that it does not show that in the wrong order. And it doesn't matter if they are lined up right now, just make sure that it has the numbers in the correct order before you add a new one. So now I'm going to merge number 4, blogging lesson number 4. And also, if you do decide, and that was the easiest way, which I now want that to be the next one after that. So it's up here, and I want to change that to 3. I'm going to save that again. Okay, I'm going to just have this rearranged for me so that you can see that now the first one that goes out is the overview. The second one that goes out is the one about long ago I fell in love with blogging. The anatomy of a good blog, Franco reviews my blog, and then the easiest kind of content of a video. Okay, so now I need lesson number 5, and we continue to use merge because we want to take it from the ones I've already created. This way you don't have to do any rewriting or changing in any way. You just have to know which order that you want to put them in there, and you have to know when they come in which one it is. So if you keep numbering them as you go, you won't get confused on which one it is. So this one is the next one in the list, and it would be number 4. The numbers are different because 0 means it's the first day, and we're going to save that. Now we're really on lesson number 5, so now we're going to go to lesson number 6. And then we're adding that one in. And again, it'll make it number 0 right under the first 0 each time, and you have to remember which one it is. It won't be hard to do it if you do it this way, though. If you always number it before it you have any more than one more. I mean, you don't want to have 5 of these so that then you don't know which one is which. So that we're going to merge number 7. Or is it 6? Okay, so we've got 5 in here. So 5 is 6, so we need number 7. Yes, that's right. Okay, and as I change, as I merge new ones, you're going to see that it does put the other numbers in order. So we're going to save that. Now we've put 7 in. We've got 12 altogether, so we need to do a few more. So I'm going to put 8 in. And of course you want to make sure you're not putting the same one in twice. That's the main thing. You want to pay attention to what number you put in last so that you will keep an eye on that. And this is, this is a little bit time consuming when you do this, but look at how beautiful that is. You have a whole series that you can actually share. You can put together a blogging, we already have a blogging funnel. You can actually go in and create a new blogging funnel basically and use this one. You could use the same blogging funnel we already have and just edit it. You could copy it and edit it and then decide that this email series is what you want them to see, and it's your own emails. So we have now put 8 in there. We're ready to put 9 in there. And there will be actually more lessons on here. So as I create them, I'm going to want to add them to this series. And the reason why you want to number these is you don't want them to receive all of these lessons in one day. You want them to receive one a day, because that's how you had it set up when you were going to do the broadcast. So now we're ready to add number 10. Oops. Let's go back. That messed up. We didn't want to go to 10. We want to merge 10. So it's very important to kind of concentrate a little bit on what you're doing here. So we want to go to blogging lesson 10, which is actually up here. And because 0 is 1, this is going to be 9. And remember, always we're going to save this because it'll disappear after you've done any other changes. So we're going to merge 11, which becomes 10. Now you can spread this out and make it longer than one day apart. I'm not going to do that in this particular series. We only have one left. We have number 12. We're going to merge 12, and that becomes 11. And then if I do any new lessons, I need to remember to come back and merge those as well. So we're done at the moment once we've done this one. And what's cool about this, instead of this being just a typical autoresponder series, is this is a series of lessons that I have created. So now let's look at this in order, making sure there's nothing that's out of order. Oh, and I didn't number that last one correctly. That just needs to be 11, not 12. See, that's one reason to double check. Okay, so now we have 0 to 11 on these lessons. So keep in mind as we're doing this that this is just about building relationships with your team. And as you do this, it creates something special. Now, if you look at some of these titles, it does not look like typical autoresponders. It's not saying, here's the business. You got to look right now. It's saying, it's telling them about how I build a blog. And I'm going to have more to this, but this is the beginning of it. So I hope this is helpful to you. And go ahead and create your own series. You'll enjoy it, and it's fun. When you do it the way I just did it, it's not hard, and it's a lot of fun for your customers as well. Bye for now.